Hey everyone, this is Coach Matt here for this week's Soccer Game Changer. I'm going to work a little bit on how to control the ball out of the air, because I know in soccer a lot of times, when you're younger especially, the ball's on the ground a lot. As you get older and progress higher, the ball is played up in the air quite a bit, and it's frequent that you've got to work on bringing the ball down. Now I know the U.S. soccer right now, they're really trying to get away from headers with the younger age groups. So let me show you a couple things that you could do with your feet to try and trap that ball out of the air. The first one is getting the timing right. When a ball goes up in the air, you want to time it to right after it hits the ground. That's when you want to put your foot over it. What I mean by that, just simply, and this isn't how I would do it in a game, but getting your foot over the ball to just touch it. As you saw, bounce off the ground, your foot, and back down so the ball stays low. What I would rather see kids try to do is turn with it or touch it to a different side, so you got to get your foot around and touch back. So as you notice, it's that little movement. It's not a big one. The ball has the momentum, you're just redirecting it. So if the ball goes up, you're just turning and redirecting it back to another direction. You can do that inside the foot, outside the foot, same thing. If the ball goes up, it's just getting the right angle of the foot, just the slightest of touches to keep the ball going where you want it to go and low. If I'm trying to catch it too much out of the air without cushioning it, what happens is the ball ends up going back up. That's wasting time. That's a defender coming up to you to take it or anything like that. We want to work on getting the ball low and keeping it low to keep attacking. So what I want you to do to practice what I've told kids to do, first, just toss the ball up and get that timing down, where you're learning to pick your foot up before it comes past your head. So before it drops past your head, your foot is already rising to get over the ball after it hits the ground. So again, as it hits the ground, then my foot goes over it, bounces up, stays down. Once you get used to that, where you can consistently touch the ball right off the ground, that's when I want you to start working on different angles where you're trying to touch it. As you see right there, it does not take much to move the ball in a different direction. So keep working on that. After a while, that's when you can start getting a little bit more creative, using your knees off the bounce, using a heel off the bounce. So if I bring it up, I can catch it off the heel and still turn with it. So you can get a little bit more creative, but I want you to work on the timing element, because that is the most efficient way to get that down, is timing, timing, timing. It's not always the fanciness of it. The timing of it is how you really keep the ball under control. The other one that I wanted to work on is cushioning it out of the air. So when the ball goes up, it's you're catching it. I tell people, when somebody throws you an egg, do you go at it to catch it, or you want to cushion? Same thing with soccer. When the ball goes up, you want to cushion it, just like I catch anything. Cushion down with it, same with your foot. So as the ball comes down, you're dropping your foot to catch the ball. So as it goes up, foot drops to catch it. That's going to sink the ball, lays it out. You can either lay it to where it rolls right out, or you just stop it dead and dribble right off from that. So what I want you to work on at home is just that soft touch, just to keep it below your knees. That's what I say to the kids I work with. Try and aim to keep everything below your knees. So again, it's up, trapping, keeping it below your knees. Up, trapping it, keeping it below your knees. Once you can do that proficiently, that's when I want you to now, as I'm more on the run, catching and attacking all in one. So, just kind of recap what we did. Timing of letting it hit the ground and turning. Every time, inside foot, outside foot. I tell my kids, try and hit it with your butt if you need to, just to kind of really work on that timing. The other one is on the run, catching it and moving all in one to keep going without letting it hit the ground at all. So, for any more tricks or anything, come check us out at the Y, or if you have any questions. Have a good one.